Let me ask you a question. Are there painful memories from your past of experiences where you screwed something up, you made a mistake, and as a result of your actions, something bad, something negative happened? Maybe you were part of a group project, where as a result of your actions, the entire group was impacted negatively. Or you dropped the ball on something, you missed a deadline. And as a result of your actions, something important didn't happen, didn't get completed, didn't get done. And you were judged, you were blamed, you were shamed, and you were made to feel guilty. And now these painful memories, they keep causing you pain and discomfort, and they keep making you feel really bad about yourself. If so, in this video, I'm going to share with you a powerful process that's going to allow you to free yourself from those painful memories from your past once and for all, so that you can enjoy greater inner peace, inner freedom, inner well-being. My name is Alex Potter, and I'm the founder of Alex Potter Coaching and Consulting. In my work as a coach, I've worked with many individuals, professionals, leaders, and I've noticed that many people hold themselves back because of these painful memories from their past. Because our survival mechanism tries to protect us from recreating those painful experiences. And so, as a result, whenever we attempt something new, something different, whenever we want to continue to grow or we want to reach into higher and higher levels of our potential, our survival mechanism tries to discourage us from moving forward because it believes that moving forward is putting us in harm's way. It believes that it's dangerous to attempt something new, something different, because we might recreate one of those painful experiences that we had in the past. And that creates stuckness because, in my experience, our nature is to continue to grow, continue to expand. And so when we have a part of us that tries to keep moving forward while another part is trying to keep us stuck, is trying to keep us put, we keep experiencing inner tension, inner friction. And we can really lean into our greater potential or realize our greater potential. And I believe that the world needs your potential. The world needs your skills, your talents, your gifts. The world needs your creativity, your ideas, your contributions. And so I want to help you to overcome these types of inner barriers so that you can step into the true bigness you are and create the impact you want to have and create the life you want to have. So I want to share this process with you by starting out with a question. What if the past isn't really real? While the experiences still happened, they're not there anymore, right? They keep living on in your mind, in your thoughts. But there isn't anything like a real past that tangible, that is substantive. It's all happening in our mind, in our thoughts. And that's a hard concept to grasp, because whenever a painful memory gets triggered, our survival mechanism triggers all kinds of visceral sensations in our body that make us feel like we're reliving the experience in the present moment. And it feels like as if we're there. It feels visceral. It feels painful. And as a result, we tend to go into survival mode. We try to protect ourselves. We try to resist, or we try to avoid the sensation. However, as long as we keep resisting and avoiding and pushing against the memory and the painful sensation that's associated with the memory, we maintain an attachment to that pattern, to the thought pattern, to the embodied pain pattern. Because when we resist something, we feed it with energy. We're essentially saying that there's something real to it, something that needs to be changed, something that needs to be resisted, something that needs to be fixed. And that doesn't allow us to free us from those patterns. So the key is to do the opposite, meaning creating space for those memories, for those sensations. And I want to invite you to welcome and accept those memories and sensations whenever they get triggered. Because it's by creating space, welcoming and accepting those memories and those painful sensations that we can shift them and we can integrate them, we can heal them. But the key is to meet those sensations with presence, with acceptance. And while they still might feel painful or uncomfortable, when you can meet these sensations with acceptance, they will shift at some point. And when the sensation, which might also be located somewhere in your body, can shift, the pattern is going to shift. It's able to run its course. It no longer stays trapped in your system. It can actually move through your system and become healed and become integrated. And as a result, you'll be able to experience greater wholeness. And while the trigger might still be there and the painful memory might still get triggered, this sensation that you associate with that painful memory is gonna decrease in intensity. You'll notice that the sensation starts to dissipate more and more. And that will show you that you have the capacity to no longer be controlled by those patterns, that they no longer can control your actions, your decisions, how you meet and experience those experiences, those triggers. This is very powerful. This is a game changer. It's not always easy to do because it can feel counterintuitive, because we're conditioned to resist, to judge, to push against discomfort. But if you can prove to yourself that you actually have the capacity to shift these kinds of patterns and to free yourself from them, you can put yourself on a whole new trajectory, a trajectory of continued healing and integration and greater freedom. Because if you stop resisting those patterns and try to push them away, you essentially taken away the energy that keeps them in place. It's like taking oxygen away from a fire, right? Without oxygen, a fire can't exist, right? It goes out at some point. And the same applies to these types of patterns. So imagine what your life would be like if you no longer had to fear that these painful memories could get triggered and could cause you pain, but that you could actually get on top of those patterns and free yourself from them. And as a result, you could no longer be held back from realizing your greatest potential. If you like what I've shared with you, please share the video with others who might benefit from it. Consider liking the video and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.